What's up, UFC fans? It's Paulie here, and I just heard that Dan Henderson is going to fight Lyoto Machida at UFC 156, Super Bowl weekend. So this should be one of the sickest fights of next year, 2013, and this card's stacking up pretty nicely. The fights I heard about so far is Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar, and Rashad's coming back fighting Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, so he's fighting Little Nog, and Dan Henderson is taking on Lyoto Machida, and I guess the winner gets the fight against John Jones, versus Chael Sonnen, and who knows who's going to win that fight. I guess everyone's thinking John Jones, but regardless, this fight is going to be the one fight, or one of the two fights that I'm looking forward to this year. The other fight is Josh Koscheck taking on Nick Diaz, because I like to see potheads that can fight. You know what I'm saying? And Nick Diaz, he can fight for a pothead. He's the best pothead in the world. Anyway, Dan Henderson is no pothead, fights out of Temecula, and I haven't seen Dan since he did that fight of the year against Shogun last year. That was a sick fight. And Machida, he lost. He got choked out nastily against John Jones, but he beat Rampage, and he's one of the toughest fighters. He beat Bader, made Bader look like crap. So if you thought Bader was going to win that fight, you were wrong. Anyway, I wonder how this fight's going to go down. It's going to be like that. Dan's going to be looking to land that right hand against the sick stand of Machida. If I see Machida taking Dan to the floor, I know it's all over. He's 42. I don't know if he can win at 42, but I'm going to die to find out to see if he can become the next Randy Couture or even fight till he's 45. My pick is Dan Henderson to win this fight. I don't know, man. This is going to be awesome. It's going to feel like back in the old Pride days or something. Dan Henderson's going to land a right hand, and he's going to knock Machida out. That's my prediction. I think Dan has the better takedowns, and I don't think he has the better stand-up, but I think he's got more power than Machida, and Machida might try to stay elusive, but I think Dan Henderson is going to land it. And I imagine Lyoto Machida scared in there, like Bisping, running away from Dan's right, circling to the left. I could see that going on. Dan holding up against the cage, beating the crap out of him, and Dan Henderson fighting John Jones next. That's what I think is going to happen. What do you guys think? You think Dan Henderson is going to fight John Jones, or you think Chael Sonnen's going to beat John Jones? I don't think so. But what do you think about this fight? You think Machida's going to fight John Jones again? I hope not. I hope Dan Henderson gets the win and gets that championship fight that I think Dan Henderson deserves. That's it for now, and I can't wait to see Ronda Rousey get in there and snap some bitch's leg off. I mean, arm. Excuse me, guys. But yeah, I want to see Ronda Rousey. I hope you do too. If you don't, get the hell out of here.